Prep Huddle Live here on StrivSports.com, and we have got back more of our state wrestling preview show. We've got Ty Swarm, the head coach at Kearney. Coach, thanks a lot for taking some time on a Wednesday for us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
You guys obviously have had a tremendous season. It's been a lot of fun to kind of follow along with you guys. If you had to pick and choose just a few highlights, what would you say have been some of the top team and individual highlights for you guys this year?
I would say some of the larger tournaments we've went to, we've enjoyed the most. The Council Bluffs Classic, just seeing different teams from all those different states. We really like that it's a large venue, and it kind of gives us that early season feel of what the state tournament's going to kind of be like, and we always talk about that with our guys. So we really like how that one is formatted and run. We also like going down to Kansas, down in Garden City. The nice thing about that one is there's only one team from Nebraska there, no teams that we've ever seen. It's a really relaxing trip, but really good competition about 3 weeks out of state. And so we kind of gauge ourselves and gauge our team on where we're at, and it gives those guys the confidence to kind of come back and kind of revive that second half of the season and push towards the state tournament.
You guys got to host districts this year, so what was the atmosphere like? We just talked to Coach Carroll, and he said the atmosphere at Cross County was tremendous, and you guys got to wrestle in the new gym. So what was it like to be able to wrestle for districts at home?
Well, it was we actually hosted conference the week before, and so we haven't been home as much as we have this year in the last 5 years. We haven't hosted districts in the last 5 years or conference, and so it's been a little different for us to be able to stay at home and wrestle in front of our home crowd. We really like our venue from a spectator standpoint. I think it's a great way we top load our bleachers, so the floor is not very cluttered at all. So the bleachers can fill up, and you still feel like you got plenty of space, and everyone has a good viewing perspective of the wrestling. Outstanding competition. We really enjoyed both the conference and districts tournaments, and our guys performed really well. So we're excited about where they're at right now.
Dedication in the off-season for the sport of wrestling is so important. What are some of the things that your guys are doing out of season to get ready for in-season?
That was probably one of the biggest things for this team was their commitment in the off-season. One of our coaches, Coach Ortley, had a great idea to kind of chart how many matches they get in the off-season, and kind of made a bar graph. And we had about 31 wrestlers doing something and at least getting one match in that off-season. But the guys really grabbed onto it, and we had 3 of them get over 100 matches, and we had 5 or 6 that were over the 80, 85 match mark. And so that was really exciting to see. Our kids have really enjoyed some of the things we're doing in the off season. We go out to a camp in Iowa. We get away from our state and get out and get away, and that's kind of nice. Then we do a couple of team camps here with UNK here locally, and then we also go out to Gearing to do their team camp. And I really value those road trips, and the kids, we seem to really get together and get some good bonding time when we get out of town and do those things.
Let's talk about your district again. Obviously, you guys performed very well. If I counted it right, and I'm not saying I did, I think it was 6-4 in the finals matches in a first or second place match. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the guys that are heading off to state. I know you guys are sending the second most in Class A, sending 13 guys to the state tournament.
Yeah, we did have 6 champs and wrestled really well in the finals. We had a couple you look at 132, that was number 1 versus 2, I believe, currently at that weight class, and so that was a big matchup with Nick James versus Chance Fry. Braden Smith did a great job. I think he pinned his way through his bracket. Maybe he didn't get a pin in the finals, but he kind of dominated the 106 division. Riley Still actually came very close to winning.
And it's crazy. I've never seen the parking lot was absolutely packed.
He ended up losing 8-6. Philip Mooney, I believe, pinned his way through 120. Jump up, I think, to 160. We faced the Guerra kid from Lincoln, and he was number 4 in the state at the time when we were 1-1 against him. We ended up getting a pin with Trey Groovy to send him into that first place spot. And then jumping up to 195, we actually redeemed a loss from earlier in the season against the kid from Omaha Northwest. So Sean Jackson was the district champ there for us. And then our heavyweight took on a kid from Lincoln High who's very good athletic heavyweight. And I think that kid will end up placing pretty high at the state tournament. So it was good to see him at districts, and we were able to win that one as well.
As we're taking a look at actually a video you guys literally just posted this morning for your YouTube page, a little pre-state tournament hype-up video for you guys, which has some really cool music that we're not listening to right now anyway. Talk about the way that I understand you've got an assistant coach that is kind of managing your social media, but you guys have done a fantastic job promoting the sport and specifically your guys.
Yeah. The best of brand thing really helped us just grab on to what we already believed was important. We were already doing some promotional things and within our program, but when the best of brand competition came around, we kind of just gave all of that to Coach Ortley, and he just ran with it, and he's just done a phenomenal job. If you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, any social media outlet, the things he's doing is pretty impressive. As of most recently, I think last night he had a little segment on each guy, a little intro for each guy, and then we also had the highlight video that came out. So he's kind of the guy. We got to give all credit to him for everything that he's done, and it's really fun to follow. I think the kids really enjoy that, and it's a great way to not just promote Kearney Wrestling, but give those guys recognition for all the hard work that they're doing.
Yeah, like you said, the videos for each of the qualifiers and the pre-state one as well, done a really nice job. So now it's Wednesday. You get one more time to be with the guys before they all take off for everything in Omaha. That'll start up tomorrow morning. So what's the message for the last couple of days, and then maybe one final message that you say before they get ready for those first matches?
No, it's been really, really a great week. Our guys are relaxed. I think the energy is it's just consistent this time of the year because everyone's up from districts. They're excited. There's a lot of pep rallies going on and just a lot of positive things going on around them. So it's fun to kind of watch them and see their reaction to state week. Our words to them is just continue to do the things that you've been doing, stay in routine, and then with wrestling, don't change what you're doing. There's nothing special that you need to do at the state tournament to find success. Just continue to do the things that have got you to this point and the things that we've preached all season.
Looking forward to some great stories to be shared with the Kearney wrestlers coming up this weekend. Coach Ty Swarm, thanks a lot for the time and best of luck to the guys this weekend.